Deep within a mist-drenched forest of an eastern realm, where moonlight danced upon a hidden spring, there resided a kappa consumed by sorrow. Rumors whispered that this frog-like creature had once been a noble prince, transformed into his grotesque form by a vengeful sorcerer's curse. The curse was simple yet cruel. His only hope of redemption was to convince a maiden to kiss him. In a quiet village on the edge of the forest, stories of the sad kappa turned into folklore. The villagers spoke in hushed tones about a creature who lived near the wooded spring and could be spotted during the twilight hours. The village elders cautioned the youth never to go into the woods or near the water's edge during the night. Despite these warnings, three sisters, driven by curiosity and the lure of folklore, ventured into the forest to steal a glimpse of the kappa. The first sister, a maiden named Minikui, stood out with her tall, slender frame and an aura of self-assured sophistication. Her long dark hair was elegantly pinned up in a refined style, meticulously cared for to reflect her obsession with appearance. Her smooth facial features, with powdered cheeks and painted full lips, were the result of endless hours spent perfecting her look. Her dark almond-shaped eyes, often cast with a calculating gleam, revealed a preoccupation with how others perceived her. Minikui ventured into the forest one night and stumbled upon the lonely kappa, who sat hunched by the murky spring. It had slimy greenish skin, big black eyes, and a crown of wet, matted hair, all of which reflected sickly in the dim moonlight. With a voice that trembled only slightly, the kappa said, "O fair maiden, my name is Karu. I am but a cursed prince. A kiss from you can break the spell and restore my true form." When Minikui saw Karu, her brow furrowed with disgust as she beheld the kappa's hideous visage. "You're not a prince," she said with a shiver. "You're a monster. How could anyone think you were ever anything but a beast?" She turned on her heel and walked back to the village, leaving Karu alone once more. The second sister, named Hitoi, was a striking figure with her athletic build and a commanding presence. Her short black hair was cut with precision, emphasizing her no-nonsense attitude and giving her a sharp, determined look. Her eyes, dark and intense, often conveyed a sense of disdain, reflecting her critical and uncompromising nature. Her demeanor was characterized by a dismissive air, as if she found most things and people beneath her notice. Hidor ventured into the forest the next night. Although Hidor had heard the elders' warnings, she approached the wooded spring with defiance. The kappa uttered, "O fair maiden, my name is Karu. I am but a cursed prince. A kiss from you can break the spell and restore my true form." When Hidoi saw Karu, she bursted a cruel chuckle. "You're not just cursed, you're deserving of your fate," she said coldly. "A prince would never end up like this unless he were weak and pathetic." With that, she laughed again and returned to the village, leaving Karu alone once more. Finally, the last sister, named Amai, was a young and tender figure, whose long hair cascaded down her back in gentle, easy waves. Her soft eyes, always filled with warmth and curiosity, reflected her naive and kind-hearted nature. Her genuine smile and caring disposition often drew people to her, as she approached the world with an open heart and an innocent optimism that shone through even in the most challenging situations. Amai entered the woods the third night. The tales of the cursed prince stirred her compassion. When she reached the wooded spring, the kappa pleaded, "O fair maiden, my name is Karu. I am but a cursed prince. A kiss from you can break the spell and restore my true form." When Amai saw Kairu, she felt a pang of sympathy for the creature that had been twisted into something so terrible. "You poor thing," she whispered softly, kneeling beside him. "If kissing you can break the curse, I will help you." As Amai leaned in, her lips just inches away from Kairu's parting moist mouth. Snap! In a swift, brutal motion, Kairu snapped his jaws shut, engulfing Amai whole. The Kappa's once pleading expression transformed into a predatory grin, revealing rows of sharp, yellowed teeth. His eyes gleamed with a horrifying light. A prince he never was, only a monster that preyed on the innocent. The wooded spring fell eerily silent as Kairu savored his gruesome feast. As the seasons changed and the moon continued its eternal vigil, the fate of the missing girl who ventured into the woods became a grim lesson. Only the cynical and hardened souls could survive this perilous world, their own darkness and wariness serving as armor against the lurking dangers. The naive and innocent, driven by their compassion and trust, were easily consumed by the horrors that awaited them. Thank you for watching, Wanderer. Press the like and subscribe buttons for more Kindled tales. If you're interested in another story with a long-haired maiden, you'll enjoy the dark tale of Rapunzel